Make sure everything looks good on the alright, everything's good on there. Let me get hey, person number one, give me a second. Oh. Hey, Mayor, give me a second. I'm writing out my tweet. God, tweeting takes so fucking long. I had this prepared beforehand, but then it got deleted, of course, because it's me and shit happens. One more second, I just gotta add a couple hashtags. One more, and then that's it, because I don't really give a shit. There we go. Oh, one more. Bam. Alright, sorry, Mayor. Come on, now I have to have the app connect. Come on. I don't know why I just couldn't do text-to-speech with the chat open. It'll do it if I have the chat hidden, but it won't do text-to-speech if I have it open, which is stupid. There should be an option. Alright. I also have, oh no, I don't have an open party going. Let me start that too. I'm all discombobulated. Oh. Alright, thank you. There, now we're all done. What's going on, person number 2? Feel free to write in the chat, or you can join the stream. Or the stream, the chat. I've got an open party going. You can either add me on the PSN. My name is Ackrin, Ackrin, or I believe I still have a community. And the party should be up in there. I believe that's how this works. I haven't actually used... Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it. I don't get a cute one from you today? But yeah, I was really bummed out by the announcement today, because I really don't think I'm going to be able to use the new DualSense controller. I think it's going to be... There it goes. I was waiting for that. I just think it's going to be too bulky. I mean, you see this white controller I have back here, that's how I play Xbox. I've got a dongle plugged into my Xbox so I can use another PS4 controller on it. So I think the size, and I think it's supposed to be slightly heavier, might be a problem for me. Not to mention the fact that the only new innovative things about the new controller are the haptic feedback and the triggers. Oh, don't forget about the microphone that you can blow into. There's no reason why the DualShock 4 shouldn't be able to work on both PS4 and PS5 games. Especially because any of those new features, how long do they actually ever use those features in new games? What? 6 months? A year? 2 maybe? And then they completely drop any of the things. Any of the use. I mean, how often do they have the touchpad in the game? Other than for something absolutely random. Although I did hear in the Ghost of Tsushima they used it pretty good. But I mean, come on, that's like one game. One game out of thousands that have come out in the last 7 years. What do you think, Mayor? Have you've seen photos and video what the new DualSense controller looks like? What do you think about it? Assuming you're still in here.
I prefer iPad over touchpad.
Nice. What's going on, person 3, 4, and 5? Yeah. I have a feeling, 'cause I'm not the only one complaining about this. I'm not. The internet is in an uproar, apparently, which means it's a small...
Ackrin respect.
Hey, Fox, how you doing? What's going on? I have an open party going if you feel like jumping in, although I've never...
I don't recall much.
Do a little search on the Google machine and just look up DualSense controller. It looks more similar to an Xbox controller. Like wider, bigger. It's not quite as dainty as the DualShock 4 is, but it's perfect for me to hold. I mean, I can't I can't say for sure that I won't be able to use the new controller until I try it out. But I'm wary about spending hundreds of dollars on a system where I'll only be able to play PS4 games. Although I have a sneaking suspicion that Sony's gonna end up.
Cannot believe controller keeps getting bigger and bigger.
I know. I have a sneaking suspicion though that Sony's gonna have to backtrack on this and just add accessibility for or compatibility for the DualShock 4. Because it just seems like accessibility aside, it just seems like another money grubbing tactic by a greedy company. Because again,
Oh right, the Stormtrooper design.
Again, it's. Oh.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Bear, what's going on?
Nothing much. Let's see who's all up on here. Hello, everybody. Goodness. I finally got to sit down. So where were you? What were you talking about?
I was bitching about I was in the middle of bitching about the DualShock 4 not being compatible.
I know. I can't believe they're doing that. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why?
Well, no, I was just about to say it's not like any of the features are necessarily needed. They're just more adding to the immersion, which I don't need. I turn off the vibration on games anyways because having a controller in my mouth feels like having a giant plastic dildo in there. Or at least what I would imagine.
Hello, Invisible Overlord.
Oh, hello. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been in chat.
It has. And person number 6. But yeah, and the adaptive triggers, I don't need anything making it harder for me to push a button. You know what I mean? So those features, if possible, would automatically be turned off anyways.
Yeah.
So
it just doesn't make any sense on how they're gonna say that it'll only work on the PS4, or the PS4 controller will only work on there if you're playing PS4 games. It doesn't make any sense. They should have it to where it can work with all of them. I feel like they'll change it later.
I think they will too, which is why I'm contemplating with everything you sent me. I'm contemplating just buying the console anyways. At least I can play PS4 games on it, but I can also show how accessibility is needed. And plus, everybody will be able to be entertained by me swearing at the controller when I can't use it.
Yeah. Fox account said, "Oh, really? Not compatible? Definitely a cash grab by Sony."
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Especially accessibility aside, they're making you buy a new controller if you want to play couch co-op on a co-op game for the PS5. It's ridiculous. Especially when there's only 2 new functions.
Isn't there a aren't they having like some kind of showing tomorrow or something?
It's sometime during the week. State of play. You don't understand, Bear, how bummed I was. I was like depressed all day because with all this other shit going on with Corona and the lockdowns and all the other thing, the PS5 was one thing I was looking at. Like, okay, this is going to be awesome. I can get this. You know, I was one focal point I had where everything else is being shitty.
Do we know it's gonna be bigger, or like do we got like actual measurements, or does it just look big because of the pictures?
The guy who actually used it said it does feel bigger in your hands. Yeah.
And that sucks. I just don't understand why. Why would they do that? Why would they make it fat? What for? It's not Xbox.
I was just explaining the white controller in my bed is what I use for Xbox because I can't use the fucking Xbox controller.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like I said, I do feel like they'll end up changing it eventually, especially if enough people complain about it.
Oh, everybody's been, the whole internet's been complaining. And then you have those people where, well, I don't know why everyone's complaining. Well, stop thinking it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, those people don't understand. I will write them an email too if you want.
That'd be awesome. I'd actually like everyone to tweet and email if possible.
I don't know how to tweet her, but I will definitely try to learn how to tweet her.
Well, emails work too. In
Okay,
fact,
I can do email.
I'd start a whole thing where plan one day and everybody calls Sony.
That would be good.
That would be cool.
Everybody called on one day and be like, "Hey, what's going on with these controllers, huh?"
So, like I said, I'll
Make it where
probably
people can use PS4 controllers on the PS5. It's not fair.
Xbox is doing it.
Xbox is doing it. Come on, get with the program. Don't be behind Sony. Don't do it.
I was talking to my brother, and he's an Xbox guy, but he says, in his opinion, Sony has been behind the times with pretty much at least one thing. One thing every generation. Because like I said, Xbox is way more accessible than PlayStation is. The problem is all my friends are on PlayStation and Xbox has suck-ass games. Well, like my brother said, Xbox is definitely the pew-pew bro station. If you want to get some good first-person shooters and stuff, go on the Xbox. If you want more story-driven games or RPGs, you go to Sony, and that's mostly what I play.
Yeah. Yes. No, I agree. I agree. It would be cool to tweet out something for everybody to call Sony, though. I'm trying to think of how we could get that to happen.
We'll have to pick a day. Someone will have to pick a day where everybody calls Sony and complains. We could start we could start a couple-month campaign on it.
I think that's a great idea. We should definitely do that. Do you even post to Facebook much anymore?
I post to Facebook when I want to bitch about stuff.
I meant on your actual page, like not your Facebook account, but like your gaming page.
Oh no, I completely forgot about that. I should say, because I didn't think anybody used it. The same thing about my community on PlayStation. I don't think anybody uses them anymore, so I don't actually
post there.
Post there. I would totally do all that if I thought anybody actually used them. So yeah, actually, if anybody who's not joined my community on Facebook or on PSN, feel free to join. Just look up Ackrin, Ackrin. You'll see my face come up.
Charlie keeps turning up.
It'll give me extra stuff to do during the day when I get bored.
That's true. I don't know. Out of
really
the new games,
play...
which one's the one that you're wanting to play?
Bug Snacks.
Of what?
Bug Snacks.
What? I don't think I know which one that one is.
the game with the cute little strawberry thing.
Nope, but okay. That one is the one you want. I really thought you were gonna say the cat one.
Actually, no, I do want the cat one, but that one's coming out next year.
Oh, okay. I know which one you're talking about, but it looks really weird to me. It looks really weird to me.
Then why are you surprised that I like? You know when the walrus thing picked up the strawberry, and at first I was thinking, oh shit. I was like, he's bringing it up to his mouth. I'm like, oh no, don't you do it. Don't you do it. And he puts it in his mouth, and the first thing that comes out of his mouth is, no.
Yep. And then it ends up on his arm, right?
Yeah. And the one guy ends up getting weenie arms, and I dropped the lantern because I'm like...
And then the ending got all creepy, and I was like, what the heck is happening here?
Actually, I was talking with the developers of that game about adding some accessibility stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, they were open to it. They said they don't know what they can add at this point since it's so close to launch.
Yeah.
but it's hard to redo all the product testing and stuff. Basically, if a developer wants to add accessibility to a game, you really need to start thinking about it from the beginning.
Mhm.
It just costs so much money to make games nowadays. It's not just something you can add in, because adding those features can completely screw up something.
Yeah.
So, but they were pretty open. I sent them a bunch of ideas.
Are they gonna send you a copy?
I could ask. I don't know. I'm on their Discord, so I'm on there a lot. I might ask when it gets closer to the release.
Yeah, you should definitely ask. I don't know if I'll get the game, but I would like to watch you play it. The
I
game
also
that
want to.
I'm looking forward to is that is it Tokyo Ghost? I don't remember what it was called. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Nope, I forgot.
I'm also looking forward to Oddworld.
I know. I'm looking forward to that too. I love Oddworld.
Jack and Dexter looks like it's gonna be hard as fuck for me to play.
Yeah, it does. It looks really different than what I'm used to that game looking like. It's very different.
I'm hoping I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, but and even that game Deathloop, although I know that's not gonna be cripple friendly, I'm still gonna try it. I already know in
Oh
advance
yeah.
it looks so uncripple friendly.
Yeah, it does look fun. It might be cripple friendly. You don't know. It could be.
It might have a mode or something I'm able to play. I'm still gonna
Yeah,
try it
that's
out.
possible. Yeah, I would definitely give it a shot.
What's the one game? Was it called Little Devil Within or something? Where it looks like paper mache type characters.
Oh yeah, that one looked really good too. That looks like
Yeah.
a game me and you would share play.
Yeah, I'll put it on the Bear Share playlist.
Yes, do it. Also, I really hope that they make it to where we can share play with more than one person. Or stream at the same time would be nice.
I'd like to be able to stream at the same time. I don't know if we'd be able to share play with more than one person. Well,
It just
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
sense that we can't. Like, if there's more than one person, only one person can join the share play. But like, I don't see why other people wouldn't be able to spectate.
Well, I think that's what Mixer was doing for a while, where you could watch people play and you could take control of their game if they let you. So it was kind of like share play, except you had to be streaming at the time.
Mhm.
So it's possible. I would love that, because it'd be really awesome if I'm stuck in a part of the game and I could just throw it to someone in the stream and be like,
Help me get past this.
I'd like to be able to do polls on, like for example, when I was doing upgrades yesterday in The Last of Us 2, I'll ask the chat what part I should upgrade first. Do a poll.
Yeah,
where
that's
it'll
actually a great idea. Or when
Yeah.
you're doing one of those games where it's a choice games.
Yeah, I'd love to have a polling like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I do like I don't know if it still does. Does PlayStation still let you do polls on here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I do like stuff like that they let you make polls
But
like that.
I wish that there has to be a new playroom alternative.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to hang stuff all over the place and do polls and all that, but they all make this squeaking noise that drives me nuts, and I can't deal with it for unfair. Hold on, I'll put it up. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. Hold on.
Okay. Remember to give me a minute because it takes a little while for it to pop up on my.
Yeah. God, I miss streaming with you, Bear.
Yeah, I know. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute.
For reals. What was I doing? Oh.
Oh, you were. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Sorry, my lemon thingy kicked in.
Okay.
Right. How do I do this? Oh, no, this isn't where it's at. Where the fuck is it? Where is it?
I don't know.
I'm just talking to myself. Hold on. Does this one squeak?
I know you're talking to myself. I'm just answering, or to yourself. I'm just answering you. To be annoying. Oh, I see it. Cool.
There's that. Hold on, person number 3. Get out of here. And I'm apparently still just a pretty face because I'm still majority.
I mean, you are adorable. It's not something you can't help, Tim.
I just gotta accept. I gotta accept my sexiness.
Yes, exactly. It's a curse, really. Oh, you let your beard hair grow out again. You look so cute.
I was about to ask you, did you like it better with the beard or without the beard?
I love hair. I like your beard.
You love
and
hair.
You grow it so well. You grow such a nice beard. It's like a full beard, not like patchy or anything.
except for right there. Right there.
Where? I don't see anything. That's barely anything.
I'm just saying. We're just right.
It's still a very nice full beard. You know, some guys can't grow beards at all.
Well, they need to get Rogaine for their face or something.
Does that actually work?
I have no idea. I need to start looking into that for myself because my hair is starting to thin at the top.
Is it? It doesn't look like it.
Yep, look.
Let's see, hold on. Oh, okay. You can just spray paint it. just go spray paint it. No one will notice. My daddy's hair is thinning real bad too right now, and he's not happy about it. And I'm like, just go bald. It'll all fall out eventually. I used to do what my grandpa did. My grandpa kept combing over his hair till you could really tell he had no more hair.
Well, I mean, literally, I could just keep my hair long and just keep combing it back, and camera at this angle it wouldn't show. I don't really care really.
No, it doesn't really show at all. I couldn't tell until you lifted your head up just a bit, and it's not even that bad. So it's not something I would worry about. Not yet.
What's going on, person number 3? See, my problem is if I shave my face, then people are going to come in here and think I have cancer. I mean, shave my hair.
Like, you're going to have to put it at the bottom. I don't have cancer.
Exactly. Well, because right now I'm super sick. I'm a junkie. It must be the junky part must be like the long hair and the scruffy beard and because I'm all skinny. Is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I guess so. They think you're a junkie or you're just very, very sick or malnourished or something.
It's like, not my fault I can't gain weight. I shove tons of food in my mouth.
You definitely do. You shove more food in your mouth than I do. And then sometimes you don't eat right and you make me mad.
Why don't I eat right?
There are times where you're like, I only ate, I don't know, like one piece of bacon and a sausage, and that was it. And I was like, what?
That's generally when I get dizzy, or something like that.
Yes, because you're not eating right. Ooh,
No, it's.
You know what? I've been wanting it. I can't find it.
I'm not dizzy because I'm not eating right. I'm dizzy because I eat anything and I get dizzy.
No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. When I eat food, my blood pressure drops really low. And since I got a broken neck, my body doesn't know how much blood to use to digest, so my blood pressure drops super low.
Oh,
That's why they almost shocked me at the hospital last time when I was in the
jeez.
hospital. Yeah, because my go ahead.
Oh, as I say, Spider-Man said, Michael Jordan's bald head, he's legend. That's
That's
true.
true. Michael Jordan
That's
also
true.
does. Michael Jordan also does Visalat.
Oh, you're normal, Tim.
Oh, oh. Cuddly soft.
Hey, where's your taco pillow? I just realized you have it out.
It's in the
Harold.
hole with the rest of my stuff.
Harold. Where's Harold, the turtle?
Oh, you mean fucker?
No, I mean Harold. uh, Virus said hello, and then he said C to C. Don't know what that means, but that's what he said.
I have an open party going. There's room for one more person if someone wants to join and talk about the DualShock 5, DualShock 4, excuse me, capacity. I can't talk right now.
Not being
Compatibility.
compatible.
Yeah, thank you. I got cotton mouth. I gotta drink some water. Hold on.
Go ahead and drink some water. So I can listen to it.
Listen to it.
Drink it now.
It's not this. It's not the same nipple.
How dare you switch nipples like that?
I know, and you know I got a thing for nipples.
That's true.
Now I'm thinking about nipples. Okay, I gotta. I'm sorry, I've been nipple deprived for a while.
It's
Okay.
okay, I understand.
Now I
It's
can't
a
get
real
this
disease
fucking.
with doctors and all.
Oh, come on, I got too much shit in my bed. Here you go.
Yep, I don't hear it. Sad day. It's a sad day for me.
Yeah, I want to see if I can order one of those again.
I need to order another one too. And hopefully not lose it within 2 days. I still don't know what happened to the one you bought me. Literally. I've even traded rooms since that last time and moved everything around. I have no idea where it went.
Someone might get a present.
Good, I want one. Spider-Man said, when I was 9, I cut my head bald, and jumped off the house. And my mom beat my butt. I'm sorry, I don't cuss, but that's what he said. The other word for butt.
I used to only shave my head in a crew cut. Actually, so I used to not have long hair most of the time.
It was very cute. To look very cute with crew cut hair. I remember you sent me a picture. Oh, hang on, I'm getting a call. Be right back.
Back when I had working legs and hands. What's going on, number 3? How you doing? Once I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna be hopping on The Last of Us 2 towards the end. So I'll be streaming that. If anybody feels like watching me lick my controller and you're not already subbed, please do. And hit the notification bell. I'm actually 15 subs away from 300 subs. Woo-wee! So, if you're up for it and you're not already subscribed, please do.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go, Tim.
Fine.
I'll text you in a bit.
All right, Bear.
Alright, loves you. Bye.
Loves you too. Bye. Let me put text-to-speech back on now.
My mom beat my ass.
I bet she did. Did you hit your head or anything, or did you make it down all right? The bear is gone. Everyone's all quiet. Like I said, I have an open party if someone wants to jump in. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 8:44 p.m.
Alright, well, I'll give it another 10 minutes. And we'll see if no one's writing in the chat. Then I'll head off for a little bit and then come back. With The Last of Us 2. Alexa, set an alarm for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now. While you wait for your timer, I can help you pass the time with a dose of inspiration. Would you like to hear an inspiring quote?
Yes.
Great. Here's the skill Inspire Me. On optimism, here are some wise words from Will Smith.
As a child, my parents always told me you can be whatever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. And that office, that position,
Alexa,
the highest...
cancel.
The Forgetting Curve states that most humans forget 90% of their learning within 24 hours. Repetition can help ingrain the wisdom you just heard. Would you like to save this clip to your favorites?
No.
Have an awesome day.
I will, thank you. Hey, person number one, what's going on? Well, damn. Hey, person number one, what's up? Hey, person number two, what's going on? Feel free to write in the chat, or you can jump in the party with me. Jump into my party. I was talking earlier about the DualShock 4 not being accessible with PS5 games on the PS5. All compatible. Since it is an accessibility issue. Person number three, what's going on? How you doing? Did you hear the news? Feel free to jump into my open party if you want to talk.
Sony called, they said screw you creepy.
Pretty much. Hey guys, you able to get on party chat? I got an open party going. You too, person number three. Feel free to jump on my party. I can hold up to 3 people. That's what she said.
I'm in bed.
Well, get out of bed. Go to the bathroom, act like you're masturbating.
PlayStation is downstairs.
I'm still thinking about. I might still get the PS5. I have a feeling this is something they're gonna have to reverse because people aren't happy about this, and it's not just crippled people.
I'm home alone.
Oh, well then what the fuck? This is why the PlayStation needs to update their mobile app so we can chat from the app. That way you'd have no goddamn excuse. Son of a bitch.
Who else is in the party?
Just you, just me. No one else is in the party right now. There was someone in here, but nobody now. Just me. Just little old me. Hey, person number two, what's going on? And three, how you doing?
Now I feel guilty leaving you on your lonesome.
Yeah, see, you left a crippled guy unattended. I could, do stuff. Bad stuff. I could hurt myself.
Hang on, I'll go put the PlayStation on.
Woohoo! I win. I win. I win. Another thing Sony needs to fix is that goddamn counter. That counter has been screwed up since streaming began on the PS4. I wonder if you can itch my face from over there too. Alexa, cancel. Hello? Hi. Hi. How you doing? I'm alright. Debating. I said, I'm debating. I have the money to get the PS5. Uh, and I have a feeling this is something Sony's going to have to fix, because I'm not the only one who's bitching about it. I have a feeling eventually they're going to backtrack on this, just like the Xbox did with the whole Kinect thing. Like what? Can I guarantee? Go ahead. Yeah, but it also makes them seem like greedy cunts, which is coming. Well, I know, but they don't want to look like greedy cunts, and it's backfiring on them. Either that or you're right. So eventually a third party, someone's gonna make a controller. So I'm not gonna have to worry. Go ahead. Yeah, it's just it just the whole thing absurdity of the fact that they didn't do that. I don't get it. It's not like their new controller is super awesomely innovative. It's got two new things that developers are going to use for 2 years and then forget about. I don't know. I know you can use the PS4 controller on a PS3. I'm not sure. Either way, it's stupid. I mean, I understand from a business point of view, yes, they make more sales because they have to sell more controllers. But they'd be completely fucked if Xbox had really good exclusives, although I'll probably end up getting the cheaper version of the new Xbox eventually. But I'm too curious about the PS5 not to get one, especially because my friend and her husband were raising money for me a couple years ago to get this really spiffy controller, which they never made their goal for, and they just sent me the money that they did raise, which is probably going to be more than half of what the PS5 I'm guessing is going to cost. So if I only have to put in, $150 or something, then whatever, I might as well just get it just because I know they're going to have to fix it, and it's $150 out of my pocket. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but it's a lot less than it would have been had I had to buy it on my own later. You know what I mean? So, plus, if I get it from day one, I can show from day one how fucking inaccessible it might be. Because I'll have that spiffy new, I'll get the spiffy new camera and all the other shit, so I'll start recording stuff. Then you'll get angry. And yeah. Only thing the new controllers have is the little microphone that you can blow into to get the little thing to spin. They've got the haptic rumble, kind of similar to what Switch has, and then they have the adaptive triggers that put more tension on if you're pulling the trigger of a gun, or if you're pulling a string on a bow, you'll feel the tension. Well, I don't need that shit. I would turn that shit directly off at the start. Yeah, if I can. Yeah, if that's even an option. If Sony lets that be. If they don't, they'd be shooting themselves in the foot. Which, the reason why this upsets me so much is Sony's been so good about accessibility lately. I mean, The Last of Us 2, as far as accessibility, is absolutely amazing. I mean, to the point where you see the videos of people getting emotional about it, and even I do sometimes thinking about it. This game is just, you may not like the story, you may have your issues with whatever your issues with the game and the story is, but the game is absolutely amazing as far as a accessibility standpoint. I know I'm not looking at the camera, I'm looking at the ceiling. Sorry. I'm slightly medicated, and for some reason I got into a rant and just started focusing on the ceiling when I was ranting. It's a 2 milligram lemon mint, or lemon tart. It's essentially like not like a tart, it's like a pastry. It's essentially just a mint, but they call it a lemon tart because they're tarty. They're kind of soury a little bit. I don't know how to. If I could send you some of the mail without getting arrested, I would. I don't. Well, they've got hospitals in prison. There are actually books about that, and I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if there's a podcast about that. I know a couple people who've been in prison. Maybe I should ask them. Actually, now I'm curious now. I'm gonna have to ask a couple of my friends and see. A wheelchair prison. Yeah. I'm assuming they probably would. I mean, the family or whatever is still going to want justice. So, or the family could just be like, oh, it's not even worth it. He's not, doesn't have a life as it is. What about you, Sir Gasalicious? Are you on the PS5 vibe? Oh, I figured that. If they have revisions this time. I don't know. Unless they're gonna give away special editions with different like colors and shit. That's I can see that. I can't see them. I can't see. That's not confirmed yet. No. Sony hasn't actually said anything about that. What's going on, person number 2? Feel free to write in the chat. Well, now that they answered my big compatibility question with the controllers, now they need to entice me a little bit more and show me what they did to improve accessibility. Because obviously the fucking controller isn't it. So I'll be interested. I'll be interested to hear more about that stuff. Yeah, I did. I tweeted them. I'm trying to pitch me writing an article. I'm going to write an article complaining, and then I'm going to pitch it around. I already went to a couple websites. A couple of websites couldn't do it because their budget. I couldn't budget it. It's like, I'm doing this for free. I don't need you to pay me. But I guess it's because they're going to have somebody edit it, and they have to pay somebody to do it. Blah, blah, blah. So I'll have to fucking go. I've got the domain cripplefriendly.com. I've owned it. I've owned it. I've owned it for fucking 15 years. Early on, a lot of money. Now it's $12 a year. Uh-huh. Well, I bought it through different. I bought it through. I lost it for a little bit, and then I had to buy it through a different company. That's what I'm thinking of doing, because I'm starting to make myself write blogs and stuff, even just making shit up to write about, to get me back into writing. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay. We could. I gotta talk to my friend Sean. He's my kind of my tech guru guy, and explain to him what I want to do with my WordPress, and he'll probably be able to help me figure it out. The problem is the hosting for the website. They charge yearly. I'll have to figure that out. Or I could just do it for free for now. It's like $100 and something a year for like a personal account. But again, that's something I could easily probably pay for if they could take installments. I could do it. Maybe I'll. Oh, I don't want to go back and talk with them. I'm so. I haven't talked to them in years. And I kind of just fell off the face of the earth. So. I said I haven't talked to any of the guys at Able Gamers in years. And I kind of fell off the map out of nowhere. So I'm kind of like, about going back. Okay. It's all you. I'll leave it to you. The two people you could get a hold of is either Mark Barlett or Steve Sporn. That's true. Steve might know it's me if he reads it. I don't think they're pissed. I think it's just more me being too nervous to get a hold of them. That's all. Like I said, they helped me out a lot, and then I kind of dropped out off the face of the earth because stuff wasn't going good for me at that point. What's going on, person number 2?
Hey Booty, do you support Black Lives Matter?
What does that have to do with the DualShock 4 controller not being compatible with PS5 games? Nothing. If you missed my opinion on Black Lives Matter like 2 months ago, sorry. I gave that a while ago. We're not covering that topic right now. But thanks for that. It depends. They're fighting in some places. It depends. They're fighting. A lot of people are going in and.
I am just curious.
Like I said, maybe I'll cover that on a different show.
Can you give your summary on Black Lives Matter?
Given that I just said I wasn't going to do that, repeatedly asking me the question is.
I also want to know.
I'm good. Like I said, I spoke about that 2 months ago. I'm not talking about it again, at least not right now. Right now I'm talking.
Tim Sup, sir.
What's going on, Captain Public Access? How you doing? Right now I'm covering the DualShock 4 and Sony's being a dick.
You have a small brain like Hardy and crooked bent teeth.
Is that all you got? Is that all you have? What have trolls become
See,
nowadays?
you don't support it. Tim, it's a clone Jardy, a fake lol.
If you're trying to troll me, you can stop and give up. Or you can have a normal conversation. Because you're not going to get me. This isn't a Yeah.
So I am guessing you're against Black Lives Matter. I got a bucket of chicken legs and ya want one. Chicken wings too. You don't support Black Lives.
Again, we're talking about the DualShock 4. Feel free to go on. I'll just ignore you. And if that means I have to turn off the Texas speech, okay, guys, are you able to look at the chat? No, we'll give him another chance before I decide to time anyone out. I don't want to, because I don't mind trolls, but, I mean... Point is, I'm not going to get upset, I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm just not talking about politics today. Do I talk about politics sometimes? Sure. I'll have plenty of political discussions on this channel. But not today. That's not what I'm pissed off about. I did a whole radio show based on me being pissed off at George Bush back in the beginning, early 2000s. I have no problem with politics. Just not today. What's going on, person number 8, 9, and 10? How you doing?
BLM is a minority, they can never win. They're actually annoying, kinda like a mouse trying to pinch all ya scraps ya don't want.
Like I said, I can just turn off text-to-speech. And I can just read it. My blind ass can just turn it on like this.
Do you have issue with free peoples?
Do I have an issue with cripples? You're asking a cripple if I have issues with cripples? For real? I have crippled issues. What are you trying to say, guys? Is that Jay Hardy or is that clone Jay Hardy? Oh, that's okay. Stop sucking on your raspberry penis. I can hear you. I can hear. Wow, your watermelon sounds a lot like your vape. I didn't run into a pole. I flew head first into a tree. Try to pay attention next time. Actually, if you want to be accurate, I hit a sandbar and then flew head first into a tree. No. That's just... No. No, they were like, hey, look at that guy. You know what I do like about trolls, though? They up my numbers. They up they do. Because when I go into my stats, the longer they're in here and writing their bullshit, the longer it shows me that people are watching. So, if you want to keep giving me time, that's fine. I can ignore your ass until you possibly say something that amuses me. Like Flizzard, I love me some Fliz. Fliz is a good troll. He's a good guy, but he's also a good troll and still gives me shit when I need to. These guys aren't even good. How do I get off without using my hands? I get help. I get off by having generous female friends. Are you happy? It's better because you haven't been working because of the thing, right? Are you nervous about going back, or is it just don't want to work? Oh, fun. Let's go. By the way, if any 9 of you who aren't already subbed, please feel free to. I'll be playing The Last of Us 2 after this. I'm close. The story's getting pretty fucking good. Uh, I'm not gonna tell you, whiny little bitch. I know. Well, then maybe you should watch all my streams from the beginning. Give me some views. There's like 20, I think. Oh yeah, I got a free copy of it. No, it got too visually messed up for me. I couldn't. Uh, I couldn't. That's just the developers. Dude, my chicken wing got more meat than your bones do. Come on, be more original. And I bet they're cracking themselves up. But they're writing them, I'm so fucking hilarious. This crippled guy's gonna feel so bad. He's gonna be so angry about it. And he's gonna flip out. I pity you because A, you're wasting your time messaging me, uh, trying to troll me, giving me views, which is fine with me, and this just proves that you have no fucking life. You could be a decent person and have an actual conversation, but you're wasting your time writing bullshit that's not even funny. Pretty much. I've been crippled 23 years. I've heard everything. And I was visually impaired before that, so I heard all that shit, too. So I've been hearing stuff my entire life. It's not like this is new. I don't know, because I don't hold on to those things. I just kind of let them go. Well, because that's the thing, I don't understand when people get upset at trolls anyways, because it's not like you know the person. they're it would be much more damaging if it was coming from someone that I knew personally. These people are just random fucking losers on the internet. Wow. Don't be so sensitive. Someone asked me what happened to you, my guy. I don't know if they're being genuine, so I don't. That's what I think. I was saving 5 kittens from a burning building. 11-year-old me. Oh, my fault, not 11. Fucking 20. I would have been 20. I could have been a fireman. I flubbed up my math on that one. Because I was high. Because I was high. Where do I want to start? I was born visually impaired. That was the only thing that was wrong with me. I could walk and do all sorts of other stuff. But when I was 14, I got into an accident and broke my neck. I was jet skiing with with a bunch of friends of mine who didn't know I had vision problems and decided it was a good idea, you know, because 14-year-olds are stupid, to try to drive the jet ski. And the lake was low and there was a sandbar close to shore that I guess I couldn't see. Mind you, this is how it was explained to me because I don't remember any of it. And apparently the sandbar was just under the water, close to shore, and I hit the sandbar and flew headfirst into a tree. And that's how I got like this. I used to be more stretchy, but your muscles tend to atrophy and all sorts of other things over time. So that happened 23 years ago. And ever since I started having back problems, I'm assuming from regular wear and tear on my body, that it started in my mid-30s. My muscles have started getting smaller and smaller. My arms have always been this way because I can't use these muscles in the arm right here or my muscles back here, which is why my arms are so skinny. I use all these muscles and the muscles in my back to actually do this, to straighten out my arm, which is another reason why my back is kind of jacked up, because I've been using muscles for 23 years that aren't meant to be used in that way. No. No, I do physical therapy to prevent them from getting any worse, but unless they come up with tendons, like tendon replacements for the arms, for like right by the elbows and the knees, there's nothing they can do to fix it. Well, like I said, robot arms. Like I told you the other day, I would seriously, if they would be willing to do it, consider cutting off my legs at the knees, because they just get annoying. They just get annoying. It'd be way easier to see things, because they get in the way. When I'm so tall, when I'm driving my chair, it's hard to drive around. And see things towards my feet, because my feet are in the way. Can I sit up? Yeah, I can sit up. I can't sit up for as long as I used to. I used to be able to sit up all day and do all sorts of other stuff. Now, my back bothers me after a while. Not be in a wheelchair. Yeah. Well, my eyes are bit. My no, no, because I don't know. It's a hard choice because I can hear a lot because my eyes are shitty. You don't understand how much I can. It could how much I can hear when people talk. I can tell a lot from somebody just by the way they sound. I get a lot of emotion, a lot of other stuff just by the way people sound. Hell, I can tell who's walking around the house just based on the sound of the way they walk. And I don't know. The only thing I could see a positive of getting having 20/20 vision would be being able to drive. Because that would give me way more freedom. Well, to be honest, I'd even go with staying the way I am and just being less crippled. If I could use my arms and my hands, I'd be cool. I'd be cool with that. Especially since I don't. Yeah, I actually used to be able to. I actually used to be able to push around my wheelchair back in the day. I didn't do it often because it was horrible on my arms. But I used to be able to. It had big giant freaking pegs on it, so I could push it. But the reason why I don't necessarily think I would. I just want to be less crippled. I don't think I would have met and been able to do all the things I've done. And I've done a lot of stuff. At least I think I've done a lot. But I don't think I would have done it or met the people I've met if this hadn't happened. And I don't think I would give that up. I wouldn't give up meeting you guys. I know, because you're a prick. Well, same thing with streaming. I don't know if I would have done that back then. They were getting into like the radio show I had in the early 2000s. The only reason I had that is because I was getting drunk at a party at my house, and I met a guy named Devin who I said, all these conversations you have when you're drunk and intoxicated, it'd be great if you could just record these and share these with other people. And that's where the show started out at. It's just, well, he's like, I know how to set that up, and so he came over and set it all up for me, and that's how that started. It's just, I don't think I'd trade it. I would just like to be slightly less crippled. Let me see if the chat. I'd be gaming. Because I've always been a gamer. I don't know. Because I used to write and play the guitar and write poetry and music, and probably be doing a lot of that. After I hit my head, my poetry stuff was gone. I couldn't do that anymore because I used to write. I used to walk around with a notebook and pen like an emo goth kid, and sit down and write randomly. So since I couldn't walk around and write, it just wasn't the same. Hey, what's going on? By the way, if any of you pen people want to sub, that'd be cool. I'm going to be streaming The Last of Us 2. I'm at the end-ish. I think someone said in the stream I have like 5 more chapters left. Or 5 more sections left. So feel free to sub, that'd be awesome. If you want to add me on Instagram and Twitter also, my Twitter's Ackrin, my Instagram is Ackrin. You got screenshots that I take in video games. You got a couple pictures of me in my wheelchair if you're curious. On YouTube, I'm 265. On Instagram, I think I'm 131. I even got a random ad on Twitch the other day, even though I haven't used Twitch in years. I will go back to Twitch as soon as I can figure out how to accept bits and cheers without losing all my caregiver services. Because, I'm disabled in America and I have to stay poor. Let me see if I missed some of the comments. Are we missing anything? Oh, you asked me if I can still get an erection? Yes, I can. I don't know why you wanted to know about my penis. Unfortunately, if you're not a female, I'm not gonna allow you to help me with my cardinal needs. But I'm sure there are websites where you can find guys to do that to. I just happen not to be one of them. I don't know, but if I would totally do it. Fuck yeah, I would. I don't give a shit. There is. I know there is. But I live at home. So that's not gonna work very well. Oh, that would cause my erection to instantly go flaccid. If it were, I would have done it when I had my apartment with my roommate. But back then, there was basically fucking YouTube didn't even exist. I actually wonder if YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and all that were around back in the early 2000s. If my radio show would have been bigger. Yeah. Well, half the things we talked about there, we wouldn't be able to do now because because we like to have discussions about pretty much everything. And everyone would think, because you can't discuss anything without being canceled now. So, uh, person number, I can't tell if that's an 8 or 9. Feel free to write in the chat. See, they're lurking again, aka masturbating. That's what they told you. There's a niche. Why else would they be watching me and not typing? Like I said, there's no excuse for that because you can masturbate with one hand and type with your other hand. I can type on my phone with my nose. You guys can do it with one finger. Come on. I know that there's accessibility settings. You can't trick me. Actually, how do I play games if I can't use my hand? I use my mouth and the palms of my hands. I move the joystick controllers like this. The analog sticks like this. And then if I need to hit the shape buttons, I'll do this. I'll use my mouth or tongue, usually my tongue on one of these buttons. And then I'll move the left analog stick with this hand. Sometimes I can get crafty and use my lip and my lip for the right analog stick, and my left hand for the left analog stick. Yesterday for the Last of Us 2, I switched my buttons around, so I was using R1 to dodge. So I basically had to hit R1 with my mouth, which turns out to be a way better. It turns out to be it switches things on the controller to where they're actually in a better position. God damn, that took forever to get out. I'm gonna need some water. That's not funny. Uh, hold on, let me answer this question. Yeah, QuickTime events do suck. Especially in what is that fucking game? Dead by Daylight. I keep wanting to play that game, but the QuickTime events in that game make it impossible. Some developers add accessibility features that make QuickTime events a little easier. Some don't. It's just relative to the developers. They're starting to add more accessibility features now that they're kind of really realizing, hey, disabled people are a genre, and they consume video games. Ooh, maybe we should do something about that. But or genre. Oh, I shouldn't be on here, so I'm actually not super high. It's just I think I'm also tired. Oh, jeez. Lame. What, what, what game? Okay, enough with the memes. No, no, not at all. Maybe it's because I don't see them. Maybe it's just not as funny. Um, what games do you play? I'm asking the chat. I don't need to ask you. I know what games you play. Silly little man. But like I said, right now I'm playing The Last of Us 2 at the end. I hope. Because I want to find out what happens in the story. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 9:41 p.m.
Alexa, set an alarm for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
I'll get off in 10 and start streaming The Last of Us 2. I should have gone off way earlier, but I was having too much fun. And then I made you get out of bed. How long does that usually take you? Well, then take your ass to bed. I don't know what you're talking about. I like the game either way. Wait. How does the growing push to... What do you mean by shoehorn? Disabilities come in all shapes and forms. Well, that Trover Saves the Universe, that, I don't know if he was in a wheelchair, but that character was completely in a chair. The entire game, that game was fucking hilarious, by the way. Yeah. So not so it wouldn't be cripple friendly. I mean, you didn't answer my question. What do you mean about shoehorning? Disabled people do shit just like regular people. You can fit disabled people into plenty of stories. People just haven't. Like just putting them in there to have a crippled person in there. It it depends on how it's done. Again, because disabled people are just like everyone else. They do pretty much the same shit. And I'm not just talking about people in wheelchairs, blind people. Like I said, most of my friends growing up were completely blind and visually impaired. Me, if I was walking down the street, unless you paid attention to my eyes or saw me reading something, you never know. Oh, I played one on Xbox where he wasn't a playable character, but there was a guy in a wheelchair. It was in Disneyland Adventure. I needed to get some achievement for something in order to meet my weekly requirement, and so I just decided to. I'll post a picture on Instagram later. I've got to post it up there. But there's just some random dude in a wheelchair just sitting there, hanging out. You should have seen. I have a picture on my Instagram. I think also of when I saw the first time I saw a disabled parking spot in a video game. I think it was infamous Second Son. The first time I ever saw a crippled spot in a video game. Yeah, it is. I was talking to a woman who was trying to who had a show idea with someone in a quadriplegic. Um, so I'm still talking with her where she's actually going to quadriplegics and asking us about our um, what we do throughout daily life and stuff. I'm actually going to send her a message back. I'm curious how she came up with the character. And like, I can't read that person's name. What is it? Frick. Well, like Frick said, I'm curious on how she came up with the character and if they are just shoehorning it in. So I'm actually going to send her an audio message later because I meant to message her like a week or two ago. I need to do that. Cause I am kind of curious how she came up with that particular character who was a quad. What is he talking about? Nappies? Nappies, hold on there for Christ. Hey! What's going on? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I love Mike. Mike is awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for writing in the chat. I will be switching to The Last of Us 2 as soon as my alarm goes off, though. So if you want to stick around and watch me lick my controller, that's cool. Yeah, frick. Fuck. Fuck him. He hasn't done anything real. I'll just ignore him. I'm not a huge timeout and ban person unless people get too fucking annoying. Oh, fuck. Good for you. You joined the club. Nice to have another member. Hey, look at all the comments we got, even from the trolls. The comments are so broken apart, I can't understand what the fuck you're talking about. Try to write in complete sentences. Alexa, cancel. Yes, I am. And are you going to go to sleep, sir? Take your ass to sleep. Alright, man. I was gonna... Oh, yeah, once I post it to Instagram later, I'll send it to you. Alright. Later. Alright, guys, I'm off to play The Last of Us 2. If you want to come watch me there, please feel free to sub and hit the notification. I'll be back in about 5 to 10.